Herman Cain recently was involved in a disastrous interview with the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. I just want to remind you of that real quick. Here is his answer on how he would differ from President Obama on the issue of Libya.
So you agreed with President Obama on Libya or not?
Okay, Libya. President Obama supported the uprising, correct? President Obama called for the removal of Gaddafi. Just want to make sure we're talking about the same thing before I say, yes, I agreed, I know I didn't agree.
That was awesome. We're Libya, right? We're talking about the country. That's a country, right? President Obama, we're talking about him, right? He's the president, right? And then what did he do? He was against Gaddafi. Gaddafi was the ruler of Libya, correct? Okay, all right, we're talking about the same thing. Next part of the answer.
I do not agree with the way he handled it for the following reason. No, that's a different one.
Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Fail.
I got to go back to see.
Fail.
Got all this stuff twirling around in my head.
Wrong again, Bob. You got nothing twirling around in your head. First starts the essay as he always does, like a third grader. The reason that I am against President Obama in Libya is... No, that's not it. That's not it. Well, that was Afghanistan. I got to get this right in my head. Jesus, Afghanistan, Libya. It's so hard. It's so hard trying to be president. Okay, next question. Disaster. Okay, I love it. So now we find out today that it turns out they're the ones who asked for the interview. So Milwaukee Journal Sentinel, it's not like they're in a relevant primary state. They're not in one of the early primary states. Turns out his campaign manager, Mark Block, used to work in Wisconsin, so he knew some people. It turns out that they could have laid down ground rules, which is absurd to begin with, but they could have said, hey, no foreign policy, because our guy's an idiot, doesn't know a thing about Libya. Don't ask him about foreign policy. But they didn't. They didn't lay down any ground rules. So he comes in, they're like, okay, how about Libya? He's like, oh, jeez, what happened? Libya? That was a war, right? Which side were we on? Come on, man. This is amateur hour at its worst or at its best because we're having fun. Now, he's going to try to make light of it today. This is fun.
They asked me a question about Libya, and I paused so I could gather my thoughts. You know, it's really complimentary when people start documenting my pauses. You know, it's one thing to document every word. It was a pause. That's all it was. Good grief.
Good grief, just a simple pause. Well, let's look at the tape again.
Okay, Libya.
His eye is twitching.
President Obama, Gaddafi. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I can't tell if my favorite part is the moving of the water or the moving of the chair. Okay, but they have a word for this in the English language. It's known as fail. Good grief, a pause. And then everybody making such a big deal about it when he obviously knew what he was talking about with Libya, right? So today he's finally been, oh, by the way, so the Journal Sentinel had a reporter go around with him the whole day. And what was awesome is that they reported back that they had no idea that that had gone poorly. He walked out of there thinking, nailed it. Here is what the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel's editor-in-chief, Martin Kaiser, said regarding the Cain campaign that they followed the whole day. Quote, I don't think they had any idea on the bus what had happened, which could accurately describe the entire Herman Cain campaign.